Hello there, I'm Nat Wallen. Welcome to my Charleston real estate channel on YouTube. Today's video is based on some of the common questions I get from people moving to Charleston. One being, where are the walkable communities? And with that said, let's get into the top 3 walkable communities in Mount Pleasant. And if you don't know, Mount Pleasant is a very popular suburb of Charleston and home to over 80,000 people, and it is growing. Now this is the bridge leading from downtown into Mount Pleasant, and as you come off of the bridge, there are 2 options. Going right onto Coleman Boulevard will take you to what is considered to be the more walkable side of Mount P, but there are some on the other side as well, which I will get to shortly. So we'll start with Coleman. When you come off of the bridge, you'll wind your way around and very quickly you'll come to Shem Creek. Now there's a video up here I made that shows it off pretty nicely. I'll put it up here. But just know, and I'll put it in the description at the end, but just know that there is a 3,000-foot boardwalk that leads to the most amazing views of the harbor on Shem Creek. I'll show you just a little bit of it here. Here we go. Now, Shem Creek, it is a great place to come to enjoy all that Charleston has to offer. And with that said, I have created a self-guided GPS tour. Let me show you. So it's made up of a series of stops that will help you get to know all of Charleston, and Shem Creek is the 3rd stop on the list. And if you're moving here, you should visit my site at natwallen.com and look for the self-guided tour link. It's right here on the home page. Just follow the prompts. You'll also be able to use this to navigate the entire area, and we made it to help you not just get around, but to also enjoy your day in Charleston. So a lot of people come up and down the coast, they're trying to decide where to live. So I figured this self-guided tour should really be made to help you see and experience all that Charleston has to offer. It is the best city up and down the East Coast. I'm obviously biased, but the video on the site will explain it all when you take a look at it. So. All right, as we cross over Shem Creek, to the right is the Old Village, and it's right next to Old Mount Pleasant. And this entire quadrant of Mount Pleasant is very walkable, and it's also fairly large. So some streets may be considered more bikeable for coffee and things like that than walkable, but biking is a good thing too. And do keep in mind, the closer you are to Charleston, the older the area and also the more expensive. That's sort of how it works. Most of the new construction is going to be further out in Mount Pleasant, and we'll get to that in other videos. But homes in the Old Village area, which is, again, like where it all started, they begin around $2 million, and they're hard to find at that. And even the smaller homes in Old Mount Pleasant, which is right next to the Old Village, they can get fairly pricey too, because you can jump on a bike and go to Sullivan's Island. And again, the trade-off is that you get walking, like I said, and biking access to places like Shem Creek. And this is the original Pitt Street Pharmacy, which is where Mount Pleasant started. There's a farmer's market here at the middle school, and there's this amazing park at the end of Pitt Street, which is the old bridge that led to Sullivan's Island. And as you can see now, it is a fishing pier. So that is walkable area number 1 in Mount Pleasant. Seaside Farms is the next, and it's what I consider to be more middle Mount Pleasant. It's near the Isle of Palms connector, and it's more affordable and still very desirable as well. So you can get there either by the Highway 17 side or by continuing down Coleman Boulevard and going left on Rifle Range Road. The shops at Seaside Farms, they offer quite a bit. This is more of a commercial walkable area that was designed in that way, rather than the Old Mount Pleasant, Old Village area, which it just kind of happened to turn out that way. This is more of a plan. And the 2 anchor stores at Seaside Farms, They are the Target and the Harris Teeter, and then there are a variety of stores here that will fill most needs. I mean, there are several restaurants, there's a bakery, there are hair salons, a juice bar. There's a lot here, and all of these are located next to a few key neighborhoods like Hidden Lakes and Seaside Farms, and there are even condos at the end of this main road which leads you through, this is Long Grove Road, that leads you through this Seaside Farms walkable community. And they take you right to the heart of just everything. So this is, just a great spot. There's office space nearby as well. So if you want to see what's for sale in this area, give me a call. Here's my number, or send me a text. It's the number here on the screen. And you can also reach out to me via my website with this Let's Talk button. It's right here at natwallen.com. Okay, let's head over to Ion. This is to the left off of Highway 17 as you enter Mount P from downtown. So you'll veer off on Mathis Ferry Road and you'll go about 2 miles. Now, Ion is modeled after downtown Charleston, and it feels like a quaint village. And when they created this back in the early 2000s, they purposely hired 12 different architects to design these low country flavored homes with some fairly strict guidelines like the materials they used and the necessary design elements. And the result is a very unique and really non-cookie cutter community that is very, very sought after to this day. It's expensive, because it's close into town. It's kind of on par, not quite as expensive, but on par with the old village area. Let me just let this video play for a minute so you can see Ion. It's a beautiful place. Here we go. Okay, those are the top 3 walkable communities in Mount Pleasant. Now, if you want to see homes for sale in Mount P, just scroll down to this Become a Local Expert page on natwallen.com and then just click into Mount Pleasant. There we go. And then from here, you can click this icon to see all of the homes for sale in any price point, so you don't have to type anything on this site. And if you're looking for something very specific, well, you can search for waterfront homes or golf course community homes or homes with an elevator if needed. All of the walkable communities in this video, they can be found using the self-guided tour. And again, you can find it right here on the home page, which is this text link right in the middle. Okay, one last thing. If this has been helpful, do please subscribe to the channel. And if you're seriously consider moving to Charleston and need help understanding what each area has to offer, please do give me a call. Again, here is my number. I look forward to helping you buy or sell, and thank you for watching this whole video. There are some links in the description that will also help you. Thanks again. Bye.